In this episode of the Huberman Lab podcast, neurobiologist and ophthalmologist Andrew Huberman sits down with best-selling author Robert Greene to discuss the concept of finding one's purpose in life. Greene, known for his books such as The 48 Laws of Power and Mastery, shares his insights on how to identify and pursue one's life's task, as well as the importance of self-awareness and emotional engagement in the process. The conversation delves into the idea that each individual is born with a unique set of inclinations and interests, which Greene refers to as impulse voices. These early childhood experiences and preferences can serve as a guide to uncovering one's purpose in life. Greene emphasizes the importance of paying attention to these internal cues and using them as a compass to navigate one's career and life choices. Greene also discusses the concept of different forms of intelligence, as outlined by psychologist Howard Gardner. He explains that individuals may have a natural inclination towards a particular form of intelligence, such as linguistic, mathematical, kinesthetic, or social intelligence. Understanding one's dominant form of intelligence can help in identifying areas of passion and interest. The conversation also touches on the role of frustration and anxiety as signals that something may not be aligned with one's true purpose. Greene encourages listeners to pay attention to these emotions and use them as a guide to make necessary adjustments in their career and life paths. Greene continues by discussing the concept of the sublime, which he describes as a state of transcendence and connection to something larger than oneself. He explains that the human brain is wired for these experiences, which can range from near-death experiences to the simple act of being alive. He is currently working on a book that explores the different kinds of sublime experiences in relation to the cosmos, human existence, and history. Greene highlights the distinction between real and false sublime experiences. He describes the sublime as moments of deep emotional and visceral connection to one's pursuits, which can serve as a source of energy and motivation. These authentic sublime experiences are contrasted with superficial or false sublime experiences, which may provide temporary gratification but lack the deeper emotional resonance necessary for long-term fulfillment. The conversation then shifts to the topic of power, with Greene offering a unique perspective on the concept. He emphasizes that power is not just about domination and manipulation, but rather a primal need for control over one's environment and circumstances. Greene explains that power dynamics are deeply ingrained in human nature and play a crucial role in interpersonal relationships, career endeavors, and social interactions. He also discusses the art of seduction, which he believes was invented by women as a means of exerting power in a society where they had little social and political influence. Greene explains that seduction involves vulnerability and the subtle art of influencing and moving others in a certain direction. He emphasizes that vulnerability is not a weakness, but rather a form of emotional and intellectual intelligence that allows individuals to be influenced and to influence others. The conversation also touches on the relationship between sex, romance, and power, with Greene highlighting the complex dynamics at play in romantic and sexual relationships. He acknowledges the existence of power dynamics in these relationships and the role of seduction in influencing and controlling the dynamics between individuals. The discussion continues with Greene's reflections on the biology of love and the idea of finding a form of love that is free from power dynamics. He shares insights from his research on paramecium, single-celled organisms that exhibit coupling behavior, and explores the biological and physical aspects of love and connection. Greene draws parallels between the desire for connection and the concept of entanglement in physics, highlighting the universal energy that seeks to connect things to each other. He also discusses the impact of modern influences such as social media, hookup culture, and pornography on the ability to form deep connections and the challenges faced by young people in navigating these dynamics. The conversation also touches on the crisis of masculinity and femininity in modern society, with Greene emphasizing the need for positive role models and ideals for both men and women. He discusses the confusion and conflicting messages that young people face in defining their roles and identities, and the importance of finding positive qualities to admire in others as a way to shape one's own identity. Greene also emphasizes the importance of finding mentors and role models and the process of internalizing their positive qualities. He encourages the practice of choosing mentors and role models based on the qualities one admires and the ongoing process of finding new mentors as one's own identity and goals evolve. The conversation also delves into the concept of alive thinking, where ideas are actively engaged with, reflected upon, and refined, as opposed to dead thinking, where ideas are simply absorbed without critical reflection. Greene highlights the role of anxiety as a signal that something is not understood, and the importance of confronting anxiety and engaging in the process of thinking and reflection to develop a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. Greene highlights the role of nonverbal communication in understanding people's true intentions and emotions. He emphasizes the importance of paying attention to body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice, as they can reveal a person's true character and emotions. Greene suggests that mastering the language of nonverbal communication can help individuals navigate relationships more effectively and avoid toxic or deceptive interactions. One key aspect of nonverbal communication that Greene discusses is the importance of genuine emotions and expressions. He points out that a genuine smile, for example, can light up a person's entire face and reveal their true feelings. On the other hand, fake expressions and dead eyes can indicate insincerity and lack of genuine interest. Greene encourages listeners to trust their intuition and pay attention to subtle cues in nonverbal communication to gauge the authenticity of a person's emotions and intentions. In the context of romantic relationships, Greene emphasizes the significance of convergence in interests and values. He suggests that shared values, such as a love for animals or a similar sense of humor, can form a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. Greene also advises individuals to look for a sense of mystery in their partners, as it can keep the relationship dynamic and engaging over time. One of the key themes of the podcast is the power of the human brain and the importance of cultivating self-awareness, critical thinking, and holistic thinking. Greene emphasizes the incredible potential of the human brain, highlighting its capacity for creativity, problem-solving, and adaptability. The conversation takes a poignant turn as Greene shares his experience of suffering a stroke and the profound impact it had on his life. He candidly discusses the challenges and insights that came with the experience, including a newfound appreciation for the simple pleasures of life and a deeper understanding of the fragility of existence. The final topic explored in the podcast is the concept of death ground, a strategy from Greene's book, The 33 Strategies of War. Death ground refers to a state of urgency and necessity that can drive individuals to achieve remarkable feats and tap into hidden reserves of strength and determination. Greene shares compelling examples of individuals who have faced death ground situations and emerged with newfound clarity and purpose, highlighting the potential for growth and transformation in the face of adversity.